Everyone, welcome to another Painting with Jay. As always, my name is Jay. So grab a brush, grab some models, grab some paint, paint along with me. Let's rid the world of unpainted models and have a good time doing it. Today I'm going to be working on some Cult Mechanicus models. I think I'm just going to work on a Castellan robot today. He's been, airbrushed a bit for the bone colors. Now it's time to paint red and metallics. This should probably take me the entire, sit-down session for that one guy alone. But by the end, he'll probably be done. And that's good. That's the point of this. It's been a little while, I know. I'll keep things positive, have a good time, keep you up with what I'm doing, answer, working, and we'll talk. Yes. So let's get some stuff done. Yes. Hey everyone, so today I'll be working on this Castellan robot, a really cool model for the Cult Mechanicus, and I'll be having fun doing it. As always, fun. Gotta have fun. So I'll be painting the reds today. Basically, here's what the final product will look like. Power of television. That was one of my tutorials in the Warp several months ago. And this week's Warp painting tutorial, in case you're curious, is Rothros Greater Demon for, where is he? He's over here. It's a Rothros Greater Demon. Looks pretty cool. Look at him. Yeah, for Reaper. I'm trying to do some more Reaper painting tutorials because I've done so many 40K that a lot of my viewers are like, hey, can you paint something else? I said, sure. I paint what you want me to paint. So, and that's what I do. Right? I'm a servant of the people. So, we'll start off with some Mephiston Red. Yeah, Mephiston Red. Do a nice coat of Mephiston Red on these red areas and keep going from there. Now, I airbrushed the previous one, but I decided that it's just going to be too much work. It was a lot of masking, and I really wanted to paint this model today. So, screw it. I'm going to paint the red by hand. Deal with that, airbrush. You don't control me. Yeah. So, that just brought me on a topic. Has anybody ever, there's a good Canadian band, and you know they're a good Canadian band, and you know they're Canadian. It's called Tragically Hip. And the reason why you know they're Canadian is because not only do they have one member, they have two different members of the band named Gord. And that's kind of the running gag of Canadian names, is that Canadians are named Gord. And yeah, so there's two different members of the band, Tragically Hip, named Gord. And they are from Kingston, Ontario, which isn't that far from where I live right now in Peterborough. And they're a good band. But the reason why it just reminded me was the guy's crazy, the lead singer. Crazy. Like, he gets into this weird psychedelic mindset when he performs. And he likes to just improv and scream stuff. And, like, they have a song where all he did was scream the words, "I'm a man, you're a microphone stand." And he yells it at the microphone stand. But I swear they're actually a good band as well. They're a really good live band. The lead singer's crazy. So that just reminded me of it. Canadian bands, gotta love them. So, it's been a little while, people, since my last Painting with Jay, a couple weeks. So what's happened in my life? Not a whole lot. No. Not a whole lot. To be honest, I work. I just work and work and work and work and work. And when I'm not working, I'm still working. That's the thing. I have two other jobs, right? And my goal this year is to get out of some debt and to quit one of my jobs, or maybe with the help of Patreon people. I'm gonna have to start hyping it, which starting tomorrow, there's gonna be credits in each of my. Starting next week, there's going to be a credit at the end of each one of my free videos, other than Miniature Painting 101. And it's going to be thanking the viewers from Patreon, because they should be getting credit for supporting my videos in the free content. They really should. And so I really need help. And if I get more Patreon support, I will be, or even support from the Warp, either one really good, but Patreon support, especially for the free content, I'll be able to eventually quit my first job and then just do one job and make videos. Originally, I know, before all of my stuff in my life happened, I was going to quit my jobs, period, and then focus on videos, but that's obviously not a realistic goal at the moment when it's just me, When I was married, it was a different story. So, but not anymore. So maybe one day, but not in the short term. And that's okay. I'm okay with that. So what else have I been doing? I've been cleaning. I've been spring cleaning like a madman lately. Yeah. Because I don't know if anybody out there in internet land has ever happened with this. You don't ever want to be the last person in a house or at a location, because what happens is, like, let's say, this has happened to me in university as well. You don't want to be the one staying in the house and everyone else leaves, because what happens is they don't bring like a lot of the time, the people who leave in front of you leave a mess. And that's what happened. Not emotionally, I mean just a physical mess. Brooke, when she left the house, she left a lot of things here that she probably should have taken or thrown out, but they're hers, and like she didn't take them with her, and I didn't catch them. So I've been slowly, every week, I don't produce that much garbage. I really don't. But every week what I've been doing is I'm going around the house and just throwing away as much as I can, because we have a one giant bag minimum, basic or maximum here in Peterborough per garbage day. Right? We can fill a I don't know, like a 75 liter container or something. I don't remember what the size is, or 125 liter container. For those who don't speak metric, I have no idea how many quarts that is. I can find out for you, but I don't know. Don't even think about asking me how many quarts it is. Don't do it. Hey, don't. Oh, Adam, you missed a spot right there. No, not there, Adam. Right there. You missed a spot. You're welcome. So, yeah. So I've been just throwing as much as I can out each week, on top of my garbage, right? Like, which isn't much. I've been throwing out a lot of things to get the house in better shape. And I think actually the house is the best it's ever been since we moved here. It is clean. Like, the house is in really good shape, and that's what makes me happy too. Is that I've gotten that feeling of, that I've conquered my surroundings, I guess. But it's really nice to have the house in good shape. And also, like, by throwing away all these things now, I don't have to worry that when I leave the house one day, because obviously I rent, right? I will leave it one day. I won't have to worry about this giant gong show of a move where I have to, like, rent one of those garbage bin things, and I won't have to do that because I'm going to take care of it as I go. Right? So that's good. That's really, and it makes me happy knowing this, that I'm getting so much work done in the short term, right? It's all about rates to me. I'm slowly getting out of debt. I'm slowly getting the house together, and I'm slowly getting my life in really good shape. It's been a couple months since my world got turned upside down, and I'm really dealing with it well now, I think. I'm really dealing with it well. So, I'm in good shape. Life's not, I wouldn't say life's good right now, but life is getting better. I still feel sometimes that I've lost spark. That's the easiest way to describe it, is that I felt like I've lost something. And I'm trying to get it back. And one day I will get it back. And I don't really know what that spark was, but I feel different. To be honest, I feel different, and I feel like one of the things that made me, I don't know, some spark in me has been extinguished, but I'll get it back. Like this guy, he's going to make me happy, having him all done, and having 2 robots, and their leader, who's right here, also needs to be painted. Look at that. Someone's got AdMech. Whoop whoop. So, yeah, that's the easiest way to describe it. And I think you go through that when you leave a relationship, and that's normal. It is, because you have to re-find yourself, I think. I just need more red. Yeah, like you go through that period where you got to figure out what you want and who you are again, and what's important to you, what's not important to you. Like right now, this mess is not important. Sorry, all these little things that I'm throwing out, they're not important to me, right? One of my jobs really isn't important to me, but I have to keep doing it just because I have to in the short term. That's okay. Um, I'm thinking about things. Like uh, Brooke. Brooke made most of the income in the house, but she also had a lot of the debt. So our finances were always tied into things. So now I'm kind of more free financially, in a way. Not really, but like I'm still trying to get myself out of a bit of debt, but it's not like crazy bad. It's just bad, but it's not, it's manageable. But I've been talking to some financial advisors, and maybe by the end of the year, I might be thinking maybe a mortgage. Because I've been renting for pretty much my whole life. And all that money's gone. But there's a couple ways that these financial planners have been trying to help me with that maybe by the end of the year. Now, I'm not talking about a huge house or anything. It'd be like a bungalow or something. Significant space decrease. But mortgages are significantly cheaper than rent in Peterborough. So if you have a house, or in this case, like it'd be a bungalow, but still, um, it'd be cool because I would save a fortune, or by not paying rent, and the amount would be now obviously I'd have a less house, which is okay. Like I don't need. The reason why I love my current situation is because I can film in 4 different rooms in the house, and break up my business that way. But if I can't, you know what? I would, if I can't, I can't. That's it. Also, Revy McReverson has been revving his motorcycle, so he'll probably be revving sometime today, and I'll point him out. He's back, and he's back with a vengeance, everyone. For those who don't know, Revy McReverson is my nickname for my neighbor, who lives across the street from my house, who loves to rev his motorcycle for hours on end, for no reason whatsoever. He'll drive around the block in his motorcycle, and then he just puts it in his driveway and revs it for like 40 minutes. And he always disturbed my painting with Jays, because he doesn't understand my art. I'm kidding, I don't know. I don't think he knows what I do in the garage. But, or my workshop, but my workshop's a part of the garage. But, Revy McReverson, he's back. And I don't really miss Revy McReverson. And I have a motorcycle as well, but I don't sit there revving my motorcycle in the driveway all day. That's not what people do with their motorcycles. They're designed to be driven, not parked in a driveway and revved incessantly. I just dropped a good word bomb, thesaurus. Word. So April's done. May, by the time this video comes out, it'll probably be May. It'll probably be out tomorrow, so April 30th. I think tomorrow's April 30th. Well, you have no idea what day is today, because I'm filming, right? You're not here with me, so that's a good question. What day is it in J-Land? But, yes, things are good. I'm starting to put my life together, but not only that, I'm trying to figure it out in a few ways, and it's really cool, having this freedom to think about these things now. And that's the only real benefit I see of being outside of my I was never unhappy when I was married. I was a happily married man. I was never one of those guys like, yo, if I was like only single, I'd totally hit that girl. Or whatever guys say these days, like bae or whatever that term was I learned during my live show. By the way, live shows will be back soon. But, yeah, I was never that guy. So I was happy. But one of the benefits of now being on my own is that I can kind of dictate my own future. Right? It's just me now. And what I want to do is I want to get myself into a stable financial situation, and I want to, start figuring out life. And that's what I'm going to do. I'm really going to do that, and I'm going to be happy. I'm going to be happy, and that's what keeps me happy, is that I will... I just got to make sure I get the pattern here. I might have to shut up myself for a little bit in a second, but it's the free hand. That's not bad. All right, I'll be right back. Continue, and I'll have a free hand done. And I'm back. because it was hard for me to talk while just doing that pattern. It's just the lines, and I'll fill it in. What was I saying? Yeah, the freedom. I really like that. That I can. I'm a really easygoing guy. Those of you who know me, I'm really easygoing, and my relationship, the more I think about it, wasn't about me in most ways. It was about her, which is okay. Which was okay with me because I loved her and I wanted her to be happy. But I really didn't do much for me. I gave up arguably my dream. Now, to be fair, I love making videos for you all. I love that. But working for Mini Wargaming was amazing. It was so much fun. I loved working with them, and I miss them. I'm not going to go back because my life's here now. But, what was I saying? Yeah, but I gave that up for her, and now I'm here. But I'm happy that I can finally start doing stuff again for me. And it sounds greedy, but it feels nice knowing that I can do stuff and start thinking about life. A few viewers have asked me if I've gone on any dates lately. No, I haven't. I don't know. Maybe I'll go start dating again soon. But, I don't know. We'll see. I'm not, sorry, I'm going to clean up, obviously, because this is going to be metallics right here in his visor, so, boom. Excuse me. Look at that. The reds are almost done. Well, not reds. One red is almost done. Summertime is approaching. I guess we're still in spring, but it's May soon. So, summer shows are going to start soon. I love summer shows because they're just ridiculous and fun. Kind of pointless, but fun. You know what I mean? So, that'll be good. Like, summer shows are usually like American Ninja Warrior, or I get to watch baseball, and it's cool. Jays aren't doing amazingly right now, but they can turn it around. The season's really, 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 really long, so. Yeah. So now I'm going to take some, that was Mephisto on red, now I'm going to take some Evil Sun Scarlet, and paint up the red areas. Oh shoot, I probably should, before I do that, just hit the backpack with a quick Caribou Crimson shade. Yeah, I should do that quickly. Alright, let's take some Caribou Crimson. If I had it out, it would have been awesome. But I don't, so whoops. That's blood for the blood god. There's Caribou Crimson. So let's take some Caribou Crimson, and I'll just quickly do some outlining and stuff. And then I'll highlight up. Even before it's dry. Don't really need to. So we'll just take this quickly. Put it into the recesses. Yeah. What else? I gotta do some more codex reviews. I gotta get back on my codex reviews. I know there was a couple codices that I haven't done. There are more supplements. There was Wa Goskal redo, which sucks, in my opinion. But I'm gonna still try it out. But oh my goodness, is it stupidly expensive for those formations. That you get really weird combinations of things. But different story. Orcs, fun, not competitive, but fun. I won a tournament playing orcs, but that's a different story. I'll talk about that some other time. It's because I had the power of Mr. Mike Groves with me. Him and his orky power. What else? Yeah, and then the other one, the recent one, Angels of Death. I really should do more codex reviews again, but I'll get back on it. I'm slowly getting my life back together, and as it comes back together, the videos will come back together. I promise. I'll get back into my painting, as you can see here. And life will be good. At least right now. Again, the benefit of me being kind of by myself is that I can do these things right now. One of the things I hit this wall of thought shortly after stuff happened with Brooke. Was how much time did I spend, painting and playing 40K instead of spending time with her? Now, obviously, I can't really kick myself about it, right? But if I get into another relationship, obviously I'm going to cut back on the amount of painting I do to spend time with this new person because I want to get to know the person. Plus, at that point, I'm hoping that if I get back on track with painting, there won't be that much painting needed. I keep doing my painting with J's, of course. I'm never going to give up painting with J's. I was thinking one day I might do a painting with Jay where all I do is listen to a previous painting with Jay and then paint along with myself. Painting along with myself. That'd be kind of fun. It'd be very meta. I call it the meta painting with Jay. What do you think? Leave comments in the comment section down below. And then maybe I'll address myself as I listen to myself painting. And so it'll be Jay painting. So you get to paint with Jay, painting with Jay. I think that'd be very, very meta, if you know what I'm saying. Very meta. So, what do you guys up? And girls, obviously, but you people, what do you think? Should I do that one day? Leave comments in the comment section down below. Should I do a meta painting with Jay? And then the whole time I'd be like, wow, that's what I sound like? That's what I sound like? I know what I sound like, for the record. I've listened to myself speak so many times that I know exactly what I sound like. But, that's kind of a funny idea. I think I have to do that. Meta painting with Jay. I should go to the zoo today. It's a beautiful day. You know what? I'm going to go to the zoo after this. Yeah. Why not? It's a beautiful day out. I'm going to go to the zoo. Now, which zoo are you asking? The Peterborough Zoo. It's free. As I said, that'll be fixed, obviously, when I do metallics. Cool. Red's good. I'm just going to take the red one more time and kind of clean up those areas because the brush I'm using is a little coarse. Yeah, I've been keeping busy cleaning the house. I've been doing a lot of landscaping around my house right now. I want to get everything back into good shape. That's kind of maybe it's just paralleling my life, and see, this is good therapy. I love this painting with Jay. My painting with Jays are very good therapy for me. But I'm just trying to get everything around me cleaned up and fixed. It's spring. It's the season of renewal and life. And I'm doing it, and I'm going to... Plus, if I move out of this house, I want to have the house... I don't ever want to be one of those tenants that leaves the place like a pigsty. I want this place to go to help the landlords, right? And they're really nice people. I really like the landlords. They're really great people. And I want to help them. So if I decide to leave the house one day, I want the house to be in as nice of condition. So that way, the landlords can easily replace me. And that way it's easy for them. Plus then I don't have to spend all the time showing the house and being like, they always ask me, how are the landlords? They're good. Are they good landlords? Yeah, they're good landlords. Oh, okay. Have any problems with the landlords? No. Any problems with the house? No. How are the landlords? They're good landlords, I swear. Do they pay you to say that? No. Landlords. For those of you who've had landlords, you know what I'm talking about. Most of you should have had a landlord at some point in your life. Putting on the Ritz. Not bad. I'm going to clean up with metallics. It's coming along. Coming along. Now for the metallics, I'm going to intentionally create brush strokes because I really love that look that I did with my previous guy where I like scratched the crap out of it. And a lot of that was done by just texturing with my brush ahead of time. And then I did some after texture as well. But I was pre-texturing by intentionally scratching up the paint job, cracking it. So it's kind of fun to do. Good. Another job done. Look at him go. He looks good. It's good. It's good. Anybody? What movie is that from? It's good. It's good. Answer? I'm not saying. You have to leave comments in the comment section down below. This is fun. It's going to be more interactive. So far I've asked you for advice if I should do a meta painting with Jay. And I'll call it like painting... What should I call it? What would be the name of it? I think it's called Painting with Jay. I think that's what it's going to be called. No. I think it'll have to be called Painting with Jay. Because I'd be painting with Jay. So it would be called Painting with Jay. With Jay. And people are like, is that a title error? And I'll be like, nope. Meta. Jay's never been this meta. No, Jay does not do drugs, I promise. So does that mean today's episode will have to be called Painting with Jay, episode whatever? Painting with Jay, I think it has to be. I miss these Painting with Jays, I really do. And I'm glad I was able to sit down today and just put aside an hour and paint. We've been going for about half an hour now. And this model's coming along. My battle report standard, look at him. Looks pretty good. And I have my pre-done guy, so that's an easy reference point in front of me. So putting on the Ritz. Yeah, it finally feels like spring now. We had a couple weeks of spring here, and then all of a sudden it started it was snowing this week in Peterborough. And I know that joke is that it snows all the time in Canada. And in certain parts, yeah, it's true, but northern Canada, that's mostly true. They have like 8 months or 10 months of snow, 2 months of non-snow. But here it doesn't really snow all year long. And, oh yeah, I should probably paint his gun. But it was snowing 2 days in a row last week. And we're like, oh, that's not cool. And I know we're Canadian, right? We get used to snow. But it doesn't mean you really want snow in late April, early May. We like spring too. It's barbecue season. And You know, there's a running gag in Canada. There's two seasons, construction and winter. But we're about to hit construction season, I guess. And sometimes construction of our lives. Deep. Very deep. Look at him. He's starting to look good. There should be the holding. Yeah, I'll be the holding metallic silver. I don't know how much I'll be able to do on this guy today. Probably I'll finish after the silvers. Because the shading alone will take a while to dry, right? That's okay. This model doesn't actually take up a lot of colors, and I'm done. The reds and the bones are actually the majority color of the model. So, right? Because look at final product, non-final product. There's not that many colors between the two. So, well, maybe I'll do some gray liner or something. But yeah, I can do some gray liner. So life's getting better. I really do. I won't be as negative. I don't think there will be many negative episodes like the one a few times. I just really had to get that off my chest, and I know most of you appreciate that, and I really appreciate you appreciating that. So, that you know that I'm just trying to be honest. I really try to maintain a level of honesty, because these days there's a lot of YouTubers. Now, obviously, I'm not a very popular YouTuber. Like I'm quasi-popular in our niche, but I'm nothing compared to the big YouTubers, right? But it's starting to be very apparent that a lot of YouTubers in this world have dark sides, and I really don't. And I'm trying to be as honest and genuine as I can. I think that's what I think it comes off that I really want to be as honest and as genuine as I can be with my viewers, because you are the reason I make videos. You really are. I love making videos too. But you watch my videos, and that's why I make videos, so that you can watch them and learn from them and enjoy them and paint along and all this stuff. And I never want to be disingenuous with my viewers. I really don't. I really do not ever want to be disingenuous. And I didn't feel like I was lying at any point, but obviously I was not talking about my problems for a few weeks / a month, because I just wasn't ready to really throw it out to the world. That, because right now there are people all around the world painting along with Jay right now, and that feels amazing knowing that. But I wasn't ready to throw it my life like that. Just like, hey everyone, I'm going through a separation, and one day eventually a divorce. The divorce shouldn't be too bad, I hope. I don't think so. Based on the conditions that we separated, I don't think it's going to be too terrible. I'm going to switch brushes now. It's more of a cleaner brushed head. But it was hard to have to talk about it. My grandfather is turning 90 years old in a couple weeks, so I will be going to his birthday party, a 90-year-old birthday party. I hope there's cake. Better be cake. And it's going to be weird. It's going to be a little weird because I'm not very close with my extended family, my mom's side especially. Well, no, my father's side even worse, but I'm not very close with my extended family. Let's just say that, in general. And I haven't actually seen most of my extended family on my mother's side since my wedding. So the last time they saw me was actually my wedding. And now they'll see me now, and they know, and I know that they know. My family accidentally leaked it recently to them that what's going on in my life. Perfect. Just getting all the metallic areas. There's a lot of metallic areas in this guy, I guess. Maybe I underestimated the amount of metallics, but it's okay. Look at this. This guy painting for 35 minutes now. I really want to go to the Toronto Zoo sometime and see those baby pandas. Need more silver. Maybe I'll do that in the next couple weeks. The summer concert series is going to be announced, I think, this week coming up. So that's cool. Can't wait to start because I'll be definitely going to those concerts. I loved them last year. I went to most of them. So I'll probably go to most of them this year. Other than maybe the cover bands. Or the tribute bands as they're called, sorry. That's so meta. Is that? Nope. It's just those. Cool. And it's fun when I've already painted one of these models and I can just look at the other one and be like, that's how I painted it last time. Alright. Just follow the guidelines. Take away all the thinking. Good. Less thinking, more painting. One of my favorite Simpson quotes of all time is this one where Homer, they're like, Homer, imagine what you could do with 2 wives. And he has this fantasy of one of them chopping wood and one of them digging a hole. And him just like chop, chop, dig, dig, chop, chop, dig, dig, chop, chop, dig, dig. And then Marge goes, Homer, that's not the only thing you can do with 2 wives. And he's like, I hear chopping, but I don't hear digging. I just love that line. I don't know why, but it's one of my favorite Simpson quotes of all time. So what I'm going to essentially do is I'm intentionally trying to create a little bit of texture with this. So I'm going to let it dry a little bit and then kind of scratch it up a little bit, just to create a little bit of texture. And that way when I go back over it later with a wash and a highlight, it'll actually have that scratched appearance. So good. Silver part done. Oh, I should probably also scratch this up while it's drying. Maybe I'll do some quick weathering. So I still have a little bit of extra paint in my palette. Yeah, live shows will be back soon. Silver? No, black. I'll get back into it. I promise. I miss them. I really miss live shows. Again, they'll be like random times. Cool. Another color done. Cool. So while that's drying, I will take just a thin brush, just do a little bit of scratching. Good. And then quick weathering. On this guy. Give him some quick battle wet damage. Also does is you can use this to clean up some of your mistakes. So if you notice that you crossed the lines a little bit, like you went on like this, there's a little bit of red here, the edge here. I can use the silver, and look at that, it's gone. It just looks like scratches. All's good. He's gonna be good. I'll make that a little more jagged. Good. Look at him. Some jagged. Perfect. Look at him. It's good. It's good. It's good. Okay. Maybe I'll do a quick non-oil shading. And then, I guess after that, it's just going to be some gray liner if I have time. I'm probably just going to finish up the non-oil shading because the gray liner, I should probably finish up the metallics first before doing the gray liner areas. And then, but he's coming along. He is, much better than it was an hour ago. We'll see. We'll keep going, see where we get. I have a little gold, a little bit of brass. After this, I only have a few more colors. The gold, brass, which is just a tiny section, right? And then gray liner. After the silvers, right? So not that many. Not that many colors. Yeah, it says that not much is new. I spoke with some of my family members recently. Life's good with them. I just work a lot. It keeps me busy. Money's good. I really want money right now because I'm trying to just get myself into a better financial situation. So that way, here's my thought. Because if I get myself into a better financial situation in the short term, number one, the work helps keep my mind busy. And I'm not suffering or anything, but it helps just keep me busy. If I get in a better financial situation now, if I meet somebody down the line, I'll be in a better financial situation to be a better person in the relationship to them, right? I won't be as dedicated I won't have to work as much. I'll probably be more appealing as well. Nobody really wants to take on or actually, no, people do want to take on some people with, but I mean, it'll be okay. I'll just work my butt off, and maybe a little help from Patreon as well. Hint, hint. Go check it out. Help fund the free content. Mm-hmm. And then I'll be a little bit okay. Life will be good. Money doesn't make the world go round, but it does help. There's a country song called You Could Buy Me a Boat. It's kind of funny. They say you can't buy happiness, but it could buy me a boat. I don't really want a boat because I can't swim. Another random fact about Jay, I actually, and people say I jokingly say this all the time, I can't swim. I don't know how to swim. If I say I have an insane fear of clowns, that's not true. I love clowns. But I can't swim. Really heavy right there. There. But it could buy me a boat. What else has been funny? I gotta watch. I've been lately, not goofing off at work or anything, but I have songs in my head lately, and they're old. I gotta stop singing early 90s rap songs at work, because there's a song that gets stuck in my head all the time called Rump Shaker. I'm not saying the lyrics, but go check out the song sometime. Rump Shaker. Don't watch the video, but it's pretty funny. All right, so we got this guy down to this. Now I'm probably gonna quit here because it's gonna take a while to dry. But look at this. So look at the final product. Look at him. I gotta do some highlighting on the silvers, and then the areas that are gonna be black are gonna be gray linered, and then the brass and gold. So he'll be done probably. If I work on him a little bit later today, maybe he'll be done tonight. But he's looking good. Look at that. And he's good. Let's end here. So thank you as always for watching and painting along with me in this week's Painting with Jay. I really hope you enjoyed it. Leave comments in the comment section down below answering my questions. For example, the very meta episode. Should I do it? What do you think? Yeah, and I'm going to continue to work on AdMech guys in the near future, so it's going to be awesome. And I've gotten, a squad of Scutari done, a Doom Crawler. After these guys, I'll have some Castellan robots. Good AdMech stuff. So stay tuned for more episodes. Paint along with me. Please go check out my Patreon campaign, link in the description below, because it's through these funds I'll be able to keep making videos in the short term, and hopefully be able to progress my finances to the point where I can actually give up, throw away one of my jobs so I can just do 2 jobs, make tons of content for you all. If not, no problem. Thank you for just painting along with me, being my therapists, and being my friends. So until next time, this is Jay saying happy painting with me.